Mike Naig, Secretary of Agriculture here in Iowa. It's a tremendous honor to serve as the Secretary. I've been in the role about 7 months now following Bill Northey as he left and went to Washington, D.C. to serve as an Undersecretary. Then I came in to finish his term, and it's just been a tremendous honor to get up and every morning and have a chance to represent our great farmers and businesses. So I'm interested in pursuing a full term here to make sure that we are working on the issues that matter in terms of making sure we can have the bright future in agriculture that we all know that we can have and want to have for that next generation, for my boys and others like them around the state. So that's what gets me up and gets me going every morning, and what I'm really focused on in terms of building that great future. So in order to achieve that bright future that we know that we can have and want to have is we need to make sure we've got markets for our products, and that means we need to have international markets, free and fair trade, and that means we need to be playing offense on trade around the world. Two is to make sure we've got domestic markets for our products, and so we have an opportunity to add value to corn and soybeans in the state of Iowa. We can feed that to livestock and create protein that we export around the world. Or feed that into a renewable fuel plant. And so we lead the nation in ethanol and biodiesel production, and so having those strong domestic markets are important as well. If Iowa's economy is built on agriculture and our agriculture is built on our natural resources, then we've got to make sure we're doing the right thing from a natural resource standpoint, sustainability for the future as well. So really focused on soil health, improving water quality, implementing Iowa's nutrient reduction strategy. And the final piece, and I hear about this everywhere I go across the state, and whether I'm on a farm or in a business or even outside of agriculture, and that's the great challenge of attracting and retaining the workforce that we need to fill the jobs of today, but also as we think ahead, the challenge around filling the jobs of tomorrow as well. So we need an all-of-the-above strategy when it comes to that workforce issue, making sure we're connecting earlier with our students, retaining them in our communities, helping them understand the opportunities that exist, but also being able to attract people into agriculture as well. Folks who maybe didn't grow up on a farm or didn't grow up in an ag setting, but they can find a home and a career in agriculture. And those are the types of things that we really need to be focused on in order to have a bright future. Well, absolutely. So again, now we're back to talking about do we have markets for our products? And can we make sure that we've got a thriving renewable fuels industry in the state and in the country? And so making sure we get the policy right when it comes to the RFS. Again, both on the ethanol and the biodiesel side, both, and making sure that we can move to higher inclusion rates of biodiesel and ethanol and all that goes into that. Policy, getting that right, but also making sure we've got the infrastructure across the state as well, and so we're focused on that. From a trade standpoint, there's a long history of checkoff organizations like USEC, like Soybean Association, that have put their shoulder to the effort of building markets and maintaining markets around the world. As Secretary, I have had the chance to travel internationally to represent Iowa, and would certainly look forward to the opportunity to work with our producer community to continue to promote our products and develop those relationships that we know are so important. We also receive a lot of trade delegations into the state of Iowa, and making sure that we're hosting those folks and really connecting with people. We know that relationships matter when it comes to trade.